It's the weekly breakdown.
Woo!
Number 51. We're back.
We've been gone for a while.
Yeah, we need to get back on this regular schedule.
We don't fuck up the schedule.
Nope.
We don't take chances anymore.
So, I've been super excited to do this one this week. There's just been so many cool things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's just us. So, we're going to talk about Star Wars. Because who isn't talking about Star Wars right now?
People that fucking hate Star Wars, Tyler, that's who.
We're going to be talking about Megadeth and Dave Mustaine. All Shall Perish returning, conducting from the grave, calling it quits. Danzig being an asshole. That September NPD and cool stories, the truth about Destiny.
Oh.
I didn't even read
Among
that
other
whole
stuff.
article yet, so...
So yeah.
I'm in the process of it, yeah.
So Star Wars, The Force Awakens, they put out their final trailer on Monday.
Monday Night Football.
And the internet fucking exploded.
It did.
During the most watched thing that nerds like to watch, football.
Yeah.
I would love to know how many people were watching to that, and then how many people just fucking dropped off.
Nope, no more.
But, like, speaking of the internet exploding, because my dad had his iPad set up to order tickets, and Fandango just fucking crashed.
Yeah, so
like,
I heard.
absolutely crashed. However,
Didn't it sell out and just, like...
They sold 1,800?
They already sold $6.5 million worth of tickets for the IMAX showing, which shatters the record by 8 times.
During that brief period, they sold 1,800 IMAX tickets just in this area.
Woo! Avatar had a nice run at the top spot, but I honestly think The Force Awakens is going to smash the shit out of every fucking box office.
Oh, yeah.
record.
We're seeing that shit in IMAX 3D, bitches.
Yeah. Midnight?
1:30 in the morning.
Okay, that's good.
That's fine with me.
That's fine.
That's fine.
You gotta watch out. There'll be spoilers all over the internet. No.
An hour
and a half we're in limbo. Where, like, it's known. It's like, no, I'm not gonna touch a phone or the internet at all.
Yeah. Like, I'm doing stuff that night, and so I was like, fuck! So I was like, so it's either midnight, or I see it the next day. And I'm like, I'm not gonna want to wait.
No.
I'm just going to try to do midnight. Fuck it, I'll figure it out. So what do you guys think of the trailer?
I liked it.
Yeah.
It's honestly, I think, one of the best examples of a trailer, honestly, in the last couple of years. Because, I know we've complained about it a bunch, where you see a trailer and then
it spoils the movie.
It ruins the fucking movie. Whereas you kind of are seeing the same shit that we've seen a lot, just from a
We
different
still
angle.
have no clue what this movie's about.
No.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. That's what this movie needed.
We know a couple characters' names. We know planets.
That's about it.
We know one planet.
I told myself, like, Monday, because I was out Tuesday, and Monday I was like, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to spoil it. And then Tuesday I broke down and I watched it. Not even 12 hours after I said that, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So...
But yeah, really all it gave away was a couple characters' names that you probably have heard already, and then that's
We
it.
also saw Princess Leia for the first time. She was hugging
a couple
Han Solo. Yeah.
Yeah. We
The
still
thing-
haven't seen Mark Hamill yet, though, but he is confirmed to be in the movie.
I know. That's exciting. I'm so glad. See, this is the best example of how you do marketing for a movie. So many people are so fucking excited about this movie, yet they know nothing about it. This is the final trailer that they're putting out. We're gonna keep seeing this trailer until December 18th. That's it. That's awesome. The part that got me in the trailer, I was watching, I'm like, yeah, it's cool. It's a trailer for fucking Star Wars. That's cool. But when the music kicks in, and there's some, like, fucking battle going on, it goes like the da 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 da. I was like, yes! Fuck! That's the part that got me.
When it started to get emotional, and whatever the chick's name is, and she's like all like sad and crying and shit. I was like, oh,
yeah.
this is getting serious, bro.
I I think her name is Kira, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
I heard a great theory that I agree with on that she is Han Solo's daughter, and that scene where she's crying, there's some fur and shit, and there's somebody dead on the ground, and it's Han Solo. I was like,
hold on.
Yeah?
In the books, in the expanded universe.
But the expanded universe
I know!
doesn't matter anymore.
I know! But hold on. Hear me out on this. In the expanded universe, Chewbacca dies. And that, like, completely fucks up Han Solo mentally. Like, he goes off the fucking deep end for a little while. Which, that could be a nice little touch, like, yeah, we understand there's this whole thing.
Exists, but we don't care anymore.
Yeah, because fuck Disney.
I read the one article. I think you might have read it, because I think it might have been where you got the idea from, where J.J. Abrams and Mark Hamill were on some TV show or some podcast,
like 10 years ago.
10 years ago, and he was like, "Yeah, I think Luke should be evil." And then
Yeah.
it's like,
That's another theory I've heard floating around, because
Yeah.
we haven't actually seen him yet.
Yeah. Well, there's the one scene where he's like putting his hand on R2-D2, if that's him.
If that is him.
Because I've heard that some people think it's not him, and he's like all black and shit, which I don't know. I know he went black in like Return of the Jedi and stuff,
Yeah.
like that's what he wore, but it's something about the hood that makes me go, it kind of reminds me of the Emperor.
And
a
he
little bit.
did, again, in the expanded universe that apparently is no longer canon according to the films, he did go to the dark side.
I hope he goes to the dark
hell,
side.
in the
That'd be
movies he goes to
exciting.
the dark side for a very brief second. He comes back though in the 6th movie, but he kind of taps into that during that final fight.
He does.
He
Yeah.
goes,
And that's why, at the very end of the movie, you see that little thing of white on his shirt, because he recognizes that fact now.
There's another thing from that article, where from a deleted scene from Return of the Jedi, he's messing with his lightsaber, and he hears Darth Vader's voice say, "It's the only way," and then he just kind of nods and walks off, and it's like,
I hope he goes here. That'll be the best fucking thing. I'm serious. I hope it happens.
you see, the only thing is that it'd be cool if it happens, but now everybody's expecting it, so it's like,
Yeah,
I
like
mean?
what if it happens that Luke Skywalker goes evil, and then that chick, which I think she's gonna be a Jedi.
Yeah.
If it's like Han Solo's daughter, he probably had it with
Leia.
So
Count.
she probably has some type of force powers, maybe. What if like, because I think she's going to be like a very main character throughout the next trilogy. What if they end up fighting? She like kills Luke in the 9th movie.
What if Luke is evil, and just to really, really fuck with people, and both these theories are true, and he's the one that kills Han Solo?
Ooh.
I mean, like I said, the books themselves took a very dark turn on more than one occasion.
It could be cool. I regret nothing.
And we have not seen under Kylo Ren's mask.
Nope.
No. I was thinking,
Or whoever the fuck Captain Phasma is.
Yeah.
isn't that a chick, or is that a different one? Because I know there was a lot of things. The internet,
Oh, no, Captain Phasma might be a chick. Yeah.
because the internet went on because they said there's a female stormtrooper, and somebody on the internet was like, the armor, you can't tell it's a female,
Yeah,
because it's armor on a
the
female. It doesn't have to look feminine.
The Chrome Trooper.
Yeah, that's Captain Phasma.
That's Brienne of Tar from Game of Thrones.
Ah.
She's also in the Hunger Games. I don't know who she plays, but she's Brienne.
Okay. All right.
She's a good actor. I don't know if you'll see her face at all. Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
You get to see Flynn. I mean, but then again, he's now a main character, so kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the trailer, that fucking, what are they? That TIE fighter that's like blown to shit.
Yeah.
And is crashing down.
Yeah.
I think that's Flynn.
That is because he was in the Empire for
And-
the
Yeah.
beginning.
I
at
mean,
least.
And he's like, I don't know who I'm fighting for anymore. And,
Yeah.
Just,
that's
just the way
exciting.
they frame that would kind of point to that. So
This movie's going to be exciting.
it's gonna be exciting.
Very exciting. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been excited for the past year and a half.
I know.
I've been excited, but then I was like, I I've had a 50-50 like ball hit rating with Star Wars films, and I'm just like, I don't want to get my hopes up, and then I was like, fuck it, I don't care anymore.
No, and that was me at first.
Choo choo.
Yeah, that was me at first because I was like, the original trilogy, but the prequels, but the original trilogy, but the prequels.
All aboard the hype train. Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
No fucking brakes. No care anymore.
I'll
ride this thing right off the cliff.
This is the biggest and fastest hype train I've ever seen in my life, though. It is unreal, the hype train for this fucking thing.
We're now officially passengers on Blame the Mono.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna fucking crash.
Yeah. So we'll be seeing Star Wars an hour and a half past midnight, apparently.
Well, no, apparently the midnight release is actually at 7 p.m. December 7th. December 17th. Okay. That's how many tickets they anticipated selling.
That's smart. Jesus.
Apparently, I don't know if I can do it, even though it would be awesome. I think one of our friends, I forget which
Reed.
one. One of them's going to the all-day thing where
Reed's
they play
doing that.
all the movies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that.
That would be awesome, though.
What order would they show them in? Because, there's, obviously if you're introducing someone to Star Wars, you're going to show them the original trilogy first.
But the
story
They'll
order.
probably go with the story order.
Yeah.
That's what I would imagine.
God damn it, Reed.
Fuck it. Just show, introduce them to Star Wars 4, 5, 6. Play 1, 2, 3, and be like, it's okay, we're gonna fix this. Play 4, 5, 6 again.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Just forget about that.
Forget the prequels ever happened.
Yeah. What if Jar Jar Binks is Kylo Ren?
Oh no!
Or to piss other people off, it's a bunch of Ewoks stacked on top of each other's shoulders.
Will there be Ewoks in this movie?
Does Chewbacca live on Endor now? Like a lot of people.
No, he'd be going back to Kashyyyk probably.
Yeah. I remember that was the huge thing for a while, but alright.
Yeah. Star Wars.
Yeah, man.
We've spent the first almost 13 minutes of this video doing nothing but talking about it.
But that's okay, because Star Wars is fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now for the comedy section of this podcast. It's about to get funny as shit in here.
Dave Mustaine he's a character, and he does a lot of stupid shit. He says a lot of stupid shit. And recently they were playing in Brisbane, Australia, and his guitar tech completely fucked up, man. And I don't know how we didn't watch any of that stuff, but he made a video of himself firing the guitar tech, and it's quite hilarious. He made it on Periscope.
Oh no! Damn, Periscope.
You guys ever have an experience where you are in a clutch moment and you have somebody there that's like your wheelman, and the guy just turns out to be a total fucking dewclaw, like a total waste of skin and life? Well, that was my guitar tech tonight, and I fired his ass, and I apologize to the people here in Brisbane. We'll make it up to you sometime. Maybe it'll be in Hawaii when we luau this fat pig's ass, but I'll tell you what, you guys deserve way better than this jerk-off did tonight, and I'm sorry. Maybe that's much better than what we appeared tonight. But you know what the funny thing is? He has to live with himself, and as of right now, I will never see his stupid fucking ass again.
Yeah, that whole little bit there at the end was him trying to figure out how to turn off the fucking phone.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is like the most unprofessional thing you could possibly do.
We start smoking this fat pig's ass.
It really is regardless of whether or not the guy screwed up. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. It could just be Dave being a fucking douche. That's completely unprofessional to do.
It
Yeah.
makes me wonder.
It's funny every time.
Here's the thing. I see there's three scenarios that make that makes it make sense. Which is, A, this guy's messed up before, which fine, you gotta fire him. He's not doing a good job. He still, all in all, he doesn't have to make the video. That's all my points. 2, he fucked up big time, which he could have. Or 3, like you said, it's just Dave being Dave, and he's like, I want perfection. And, yeah.
I would hate to be the guitar tech for Dave Mustaine.
Oh, yeah.
1, because he's a cocksucker, but 2, he's probably a very picky cocksucker.
Yeah.
So, it's just, you just don't do something like this. It's completely unprofessional, but look, now everybody's talking about Megadeth.
Mega Dave.
Then you just... It's like, yeah, it's like putting out a song a couple weeks ago. You know, they didn't get enough publicity from that. Now it's like,
Yeah, yeah. It's just ridiculous. Something we thought we'd throw in because it's funny. Dave Mustaine's a cocksucker. We've talked about that before. Moving on. All Shall Perish. That's a band.
They were a band, and then now they
Now then they weren't a band.
They perished. In 2012, I want to say, Eddie Hermida, vocalist of All Shall Perish, went to Suicide Silence after Mitch Lucker passed away, and then they put out an album, and then All Shall Perish literally fucking dropped off the map and disappeared. They didn't tour, they didn't do any new music. You've heard nothing about them, and then they recently randomly updated their Facebook page to say like The Rotting Christ or something like that coming soon, which everyone assumes is either a new song or their album. Everybody's like, well, what the fuck? Like, who's in the band now and everything? The other day they put out a press release. It goes like this. How perfect that today is Back to the Future Day. All Shall Perish co-founders Matt Kay, he has a weird-ass last name, Ben Oram and Kaysen Russo are back together with Herman Eddie Hermida and Chris Story. So there you go. Chris Story, that's exciting too because he was on Awaken the Dreamers. He was in a band for like 3 years, and his guitar playing is fucking nuts. And I'm glad they don't have what's his name, Francesco Artusato, because he's a cocksucker. The only thing about this that sucks is they don't have their bassist Mike Tenner because of contract stuff over the band's name, unpaid royalties, and other assets. He's declined invitation to do new music. But yeah, I mean, it's exciting. All Shall Perish is one of the best deathcore bands to ever exist, and they were by far one of the best, if not arguably the best. When they were out and around. So it's interesting how they're going to go. So yeah. Guys have thoughts. I know you guys don't listen to them. But
I mean, I've heard a little bit from it, and I mean, I'll admit that from what I have heard, it's probably some of the most enjoyable deathcore I've listened to. I mean, for the most part, my deathcore knowledge kind of goes from like them to like Whitechapel to yeah, that's kind of about it. And then the only thing other than that I really know about them is that gnarly picture you have, poster hanging up on your wall, which is a fucking amazing poster.
Yeah, that's the thing. Me and Sam and Zach, we met them in Mayhem 2000 something. I don't remember what year it was. And everybody in that whole band was so cool, except their fucking guitar player. He was such an asshole to us. I mean, Mike Tanner, the bassist, when we went over to their merch table, he literally had small dicks drawn all over their entire table. And he was just drawing some more dicks. It's like, alright. But, I mean, yeah, that's the shitty part. But it's cool that they're back, but it's shitty that he's not in the band, because he was a fantastic bassist.
Well, I mean, if they haven't paid him,
so
you know, I can kind of see where he's coming from. I wouldn't, be working for free.
Yeah. And it's cool that Eddie is back in the band as well, because, I just don't know what is he going to do Suicide Silence and All Shall Perish at the same time? He didn't want to before. What's he going to do now? Because Suicide Silence hasn't done anything in a while.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Too. I mean, they've been touring, but they haven't really been doing anything. So
maybe that's why he's back with All Shall Perish, because
I don't know. I mean, I feel Suicide Silence is much better with him. He's a much better vocalist than Mitch Lucker. I'm not trying to, I mean, that's cold hard fucking dicks in your mouth. There you go. all shall perish.
No longer perished.
Nope. They're back.
And because I see what's on the list, going from a band coming back to a band going away.
Yeah, Conducting from the Grave, call it quits. Not surprising.
Haven't they been like silent for a long time now?
Yeah, they put out an album in 2013 that they kick-started. It was alright, but Sumerian, they were on Sumerian Records with like Born of Osiris and Periphery and After the Burial and Asking Alexandria. And when they put out, it's been so long since I listened to it. Their album from 2010. I have a poster somewhere. It's not hanging up anymore. But that's one of the best albums of that year. Revenants. That's it. That album is fucking so good. Then they just went silent, and Sumerian dropped them, and that was kind of the end. But yeah, they're calling it quits. Not surprising. Not much to say there. Moving on. Let's talk about more musical stuff. Lots of musical stuff this week.
Mm-hmm.
Danzig.
Now, is it the band or just Glenn himself?
This story is about Glenn himself, but I will say that Danzig did announce their new album, Skeletons, is coming out November 27th.
Oh, cool.
However, when you see Glenn Danzig at a show, do not take pictures of him. Do not have your phone out, because he might beat the shit out of you. I've seen footage of Glenn Danzig literally stopping the shows and calling people out and calling them assholes and telling them to put their phones away and stuff just for taking a picture.
Yeah. I'm
not talking filming. I mean, that's stupid. No one should do that. But taking a picture, there's nothing wrong with that. So there was a photographer at a Danzig show who took pictures of Danzig, and then afterwards, Danzig beat the shit out of him.
Oh. Alright, then.
Apparently Glenn can still throw down.
I mean, I don't get it. I mean...
I don't get what the problem is either, because the guy might have been hired by the venue to take pictures.
Well, I'll read the story. Also, there's a picture that he took. So that's him.
Oh!
Damn!
Now, other people did chime in and say that they saw this happening and stuff, so there we go. Yeah. Alright, so this is what this guy wrote. The guy that got the shit kicked out of him. So I went to Danzig last night, including the $100 I spent on his merch, plus the time of work and traveling to Montreal to see him. This is the price you pay for taking a photo of Danzig. He called me up on stage, got his pussy security guards to rough me up and held me back so he couldn't hit me. So he could hit me himself. Cops can't do fuck all because we're not Canadian, and they did it off camera and said I fell. So that's what he said. There are some eyewitness accounts, apparently. Alright. So someone said, I was at a Danzig concert in Montreal last night. I did not see Dalton get hit, but I saw their huge security guards chasing fans in the crowds at multiple occasions. He was standing side stage with a flashlight pointing at people, and all of a sudden he was chasing people down. Someone said that no one was beaten up. Some people said that Danzig never left the stage, never hit the guy. Some people say that guy was causing shit. So, and then someone else said, I went outside just before the encores to wait and meet Glenn. I was sitting on the steps outside Metropolis when I seen a couple of security guards carrying a guy outside. The guy was Neil Dalton, the guy that got the shit kicked out of him. Danzig's bodyguard came outside and began threatening Neil. Neil yelled back, and was calling the security guards and bodyguards pussies, and both claimed and made his claim that he spent all the money to see Danzig. After about 10 minutes of arguing with the bodyguard and being pushed around, Neil finally took off, re-entered the venue after being told not to come back. That's when things got ugly. Sure enough, Neil got tossed out, this time and bloodied up and shoeless. Right after the show ended, Glenn came running out and engaged Neil and threw a kick to Neil's ribs and connected. He also swung a couple of punches that missed before security got Glenn on his bus. Glenn kept calling Neil a motherfucker. There you go.
I don't get it.
So it sounds like this guy was causing shit, talking shit, being a shit. But I still think it's kind of going back to Dave Mustaine. It's super unprofessional to punch your fans or kick them, whether they're pissing you off or not. Just leave. It's the security guard's problem to deal with those type of people. It's not your fucking problem.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know how to feel about it.
That's kind of why you have security. It's their job to deal with this. It's not yours. If you feel like you can deal with it yourself, why bother hiring security?
Yeah.
But then again, Danzig could still be a shithole.
He could. I mean, he doesn't like when people take pictures and videos at his shows. Maybe this guy was just trying to take a picture or something. Glenn Danzig told him to stop, and then the Neo guy just kept going. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if the way that the second account sounds, that if like he got thrown out once,
yeah,
and I'm assuming he did not get the shit kicked out of him after he got thrown out once, and then you go back in and you try again. Now, also then again, we don't know if he was trying to take a picture again or if he just got the shit kicked out of him for coming back in. Which either way, I mean, if he was taking a picture again, then it's kind of his fault.
Yeah.
If he was just coming back in, I mean, I guess it's still kind of his fault. But then, I mean, like, still, then that gives less reason for him to, get punched in the fucking face. So I mean,
I don't know.
Nobody's innocent.
Yeah, and also it just comes down to just don't be a dumbass. Just go to the show, enjoy the music, buy your merch. Go home. That's all you need to do. That's all shows are about. Well, why do you buy tickets to go to a show? To see the band and hear the music. Why do you got to be a cocksucker? That's what always bothers me about people in like the pits that are complete pricks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why? There's people trying to enjoy the music. Be a prick with someone else that wants to be a prick with you. Be prick buddies.
You can touch tips.
Yeah. Just don't take pictures of Danzig.
Yeah,
You'll be
just
alright.
don't. You'll be fine.
Don't take pictures of Danzig and don't be a dumbass.
You get kicked out, stay the fuck out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
All right, Clint Eastwood.
Alright, we have to...
Let's talk some video games.
Yeah.
So September's NPD came out. We're going to do that guessing game that we always do.
7 to 10 or 7 to 1? Start at 10.
Let's start at 10. This month is super interesting. September 2014.
Number 10, I'm gonna say is Call of Duty. Nope, not good.
There is not a Call of Duty on the list.
Oh,
I'm gonna say NHL 16.
On the list, not at
number
10.
Wow.
Mad Max.
On the list, but not at 10.
Fuck.
Minecraft.
Yes.
Minecraft is always on the fucking list.
Oh,
Minecraft
I'm
fell
surprised-
down
I'm not surprised Minecraft isn't
to number
higher
10
up.
this year. Number 9.
Mad Max.
No.
Damn.
Is it a sports game?
Yes.
FIFA.
No.
NHL.
Yes.
Ah!
NHL
Stolen
16.
With steel.
Sold best on Xbox One.
That's surprising, really.
Number 8.
Mad Max.
Yeah.
Okay, you got stole from me. All right.
Haha, stole it back, bitch.
Number 7.
Taken King.
On the list, not number 7, no.
Witcher.
Not on the list.
No, that's okay.
FIFA. 16.
On the list, but not. No.
What up?
Guys might not get this one because it's not really a game that we talk about at all.
What was the game that came out in September?
Very end of August.
Very end of August.
Just Dance.
No.
Wait, at very end of August. Wait.
Mario Maker.
No. We talk about that game sometimes.
What's the first thing that we talked about in this show?
Star Wars.
What's a Star Wars game this year?
Battlefront.
No. Battlefront's not out.
Well,
Star Wars game this year.
Disney Infinity 3.0.
I forgot Disney Infinity fucking
Sold best on 360, then Wii U, Xbox One, PS4, PS3.
Oh.
It's interesting. Number 6.
I'm gonna say that one's FIFA.
No.
Destiny.
No.
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 I double check. Okay, I got this. See, I know what number 1 is, so I'm just waiting. I don't know. I really don't.
I have no idea.
Super Mario Maker.
Okay.
I thought Mario Maker would be higher up on the list.
Yeah, I thought so too. Number 5.
Destiny?
Yeah.
Aha! I knew it.
This is interesting because this doesn't count digital sales. This is physical retail copies
Of Destiny.
of Destiny.
Well, I mean, I guess maybe a lot of people rebought the game. So that could be
Yeah.
it.
Either that or, people that hadn't gotten into
Yeah.
it before maybe felt burned by base Destiny. Like, all right, we'll give this a second chance by what everybody's saying.
I wish the MPD took into account digital sales because I would imagine that'd be number 1. Maybe. It'd be fucking top 3. It sold best on Xbox One.
Not surprising, really. I mean, for whatever reason.
I mean, it always sells best on Xbox One.
Which is weird.
So,
But
yeah. Number 4.
Gears.
Gears is not on here.
Fuck. I was saving that. That was like my ace in the hole. Fuck. That's what I get for cheating. Alright, have we mentioned it already?
Yeah.
FIFA.
Yeah.
Ah.
FIFA 16, I thought, honestly, that'd be higher as well.
Especially with that bundle in Europe.
Yeah. Sold best on PS4. Number 3.
MLB.
Not on the list.
Not on the list? Okay. I figured I'd throw something else out there. September.
What the fuck came out in September?
Lots of games came out in September.
Actually, technically, it doesn't have to be a game that came out in September.
That's true.
Until Dawn. Actually, no, I take that back.
Until Dawn's not on the list.
I think it's number 1, but I'll say it anyway. Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Wait, it is?
Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, number 3.
What?
PS4 and Xbox One.
I mean, everybody lost their shit over that game. I'm surprised.
That game had the, it came out September 1st. They had the whole month, so.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's number 2.
Rock Band.
No. Rock Band came out in October.
Came out in October? I thought it came out in September. Whoops.
Yeah.
Is it a game that has already been mentioned by us?
No.
Shit. I wasted all my knowledge.
But it's a super obvious game.
Of course, it's super obvious. That
Madden?
means
Yeah. Madden, NFL 16. This was number 1 last month.
Now it's number 2.
It's number
So
2.
it's still selling for
Outsold the Phantom Pain. Sold best on PS4.
Actually, well, maybe. I can understand that.
It's number 1.
I mean, we already said Destiny, and that's not number 1. That's what I thought was going to be number 1.
I thought Metal Gear was going to be number 1.
It came out at the very end of the month, and it's a sports game.
Pro Evolution Soccer?
No. Sports games. Fuck.
NBA.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
NBA 2K16 is the best-selling game of September. It came out the 22nd, I believe.
And
Sold best on PS4.
Jeez.
Sold like 4 million copies its first week.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's
That game, that franchise is getting pretty fucking huge, man. And it apparently crushed the living shit out of NBA Live. Not surprising, because NBA Live isn't good, but,
So
That should be NBA Live should be number 1.
This is 2K.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Also, not surprising, the PlayStation 4 was the best-selling console.
Xbox was
And number 1 in sales. PlayStation PlayStation 4 was the number one console for NBA 2K16, Madden NFL 16, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, and FIFA 16, including the highly successful limited edition console bundle. PS4 also led retail sales for Destiny: The Taken King. Microsoft then said Xbox One continued to see strong momentum in September off the hot heels of Forza 6 and FIFA 16. With solid year-over-year growth in console gaming and strong engagement on Xbox Live. So yeah,
I heard a thing somewhere that they actually kind of admitted, like...
Yeah, Phil Spencer came out and said, we probably won't catch PS4, but they're not worried about it. He's more focused on what his team's doing and how Xbox Live is going.
Which is cool. That's the right mentality.
That's the right mentality.
It completely is. And Microsoft came out and said that they're not... Trying to phrase this. Of course they're worried about how many consoles they sell. They want to sell a lot of consoles, but they're more focused on Xbox Live engagement, apparently.
Yeah.
I guess getting people to buy games and enjoying Xbox Live. Which Xbox Live in the past year has grown 28%.
Nice.
39 million Xbox Live subscribers. Woo! Times that times 60 a year. What do you get? Let's find out. Let's see how much dough Microsoft's rolling
60 million,
in.
so that's at least that's
60 million times $60 a year. That's
about $1 billion. That's
1.2 billion.
Somewhere around there,
I believe.
Yeah, about 2.34 billion.
Whoo!
Damn.
Just on Xbox Live. That's not including game sales, console sales, accessories.
And they then they say they can't drop the price for Xbox Live.
They say they can't drop the price at all for Xbox Live.
Fuck
They would have so many. I think if they dropped the price for Xbox Live, even and made it just like $30 a year, they'd still be like making bank because more people would be getting Xbox Live.
Yeah. September was pretty interesting. I honestly thought Metal Gear was going to be number one, but it's not surprising. NBA has more of an appeal than Metal Gear.
I thought Metal Gear would be number one. I thought Destiny would be at least in the top 3.
Yeah.
It probably is, counting digital.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Honestly, counting digital, it's probably number one.
Could be. It also just completely blows my mind that it sold that many retail copies.
Yeah.
But then again, you got people like Sam that kind of were holding off on Destiny because, hearing all these, mixed reviews and all these complaints, and then everyone's like, holy shit, Bungie actually listened to the community and fixed things.
Yeah. It'll be interesting next month. Yeah. In October. Because, there's Halo. All kinds of stuff. What else came out this month? Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Uncharted.
The Uncharted collection, yeah.
Yeah. Yoshi.
That Yoshi.
The Yoshi. Zelda. Triforce Heroes. Yeah.
The definitive edition of Darksiders 2 might make an appearance on the list.
Yeah. In November will be even more interesting because there's Fallout 4, Black Ops 3, and Battlefront. And Tomb Raider. But those are the big 3 games that will definitely be the top 3.
I forgot Halo was this month.
Yep.
Tuesday.
Damn.
And then, yeah. Okay, it doesn't segue as nicely as I was hoping, but it's okay. I was so, like, segue, but it's like, fuck, it's okay.
We play a lot of Destiny in our lives.
We do.
Probably too much Destiny.
I'm taking a break.
Me too.
I need to.
Yeah,
that game.
Once Halo 5 comes out, probably.
Yeah. Me too.
We'll be on that Halo 5.
4-player co-op.
We'll be on that Halo 5D.
Yep. Let me pull this up. So Kotaku, Jason Schreier, did a big ass thing. He's been investigating this for 13 months now. He said, on the true story behind Destiny's development, why the game was so weird when it came out, all of its problems. And basically what it came down to is that Destiny that you played last year, Vanilla Destiny, was supposed to launch in September 2013, or fall 2013. And the main story they took the guys writing the story. They took it to Upper Bungie management.
Made a supercut.
It's supercut, which is like all the cutscenes. It was like 2 hours long and all this stuff to show them the story. Just a couple months before Destiny was supposed to launch, Upper Bungie management completely hated it, and they completely scrapped the story. They locked themselves in a room called the Iron Bar with just a couple people, excluding the writers, rewrote the game story that you ended up playing, and then basically they had to delay the game. They delayed it to spring. Then they realized they needed more time, so they delayed it to September 9th when the game came out. And they basically had all these missions made and everything, and they just kept cutting and copying and pasting. This section goes here, that section goes there. They completely reworked characters. For example, the Queen's brother was supposed to be this guy called the Crow. The Crow basically had the personality of Cage 6 from The Taken King. So the original story too was you were looking for Rasputin and trying to save Rasputin, and you had a guide through the whole story who is the Trials of Osiris guy, and also he had a companion that helped you along called the Stranger, and so that was the whole story. And apparently every mission started with like a 45-second kind of intro, almost like it does now, but then every story mission ended with a 3 to 5 minute cutscene, very Halo-like. So that basically the game that you played last year, Bungie made in a year and a half, and then that completely fucked them over on their whole development time cycle. So then the Taken King was made in like a year and a half.
It was made in 9 weeks.
Yeah, in 9 weeks.
Which explains why it kind of sucked.
Yeah, but I mean...
The Dreadnought was the last third of original Destiny. That was cut for the Taken King. And then there's other areas that you were supposed to go to. So, there was the European Dead Zone. You were supposed to be exploring that. There was a raid on Mars that they cut from the Taken King. And there was something else.
Europa.
Which is
Europa.
Jupiter's moon,
I think. It's a moon somewhere.
Yeah.
And there was some other systems that they had in place. They were trying out. For example, we're running in a fire team, and we run into another fire team of 3. We converge. Something happens. We converge on a single point. Now it's like a 6-person raid, but not a raid, and we're working to take out a boss or a bunch of enemies. And
that would have been fucking cool.
See, a lot of this stuff, I guarantee you, I just have a feeling in my balls that it'll be in Destiny 2. They also confirmed that Bungie is contractually obligated to put out something every year. So they're going to go so they had Destiny expansion, the Taken King. Next year is probably going to be Destiny 2 expansion, Destiny 3 expansion. They're contractually obligated for 10 years to do that.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing I have to say to that is, when you're reworking the story, because apparently, when Bungie's upper echelon didn't like the story, why would you lock yourselves in a room without fucking writers? Now, granted,
because the writers wrote the story, and the writers wouldn't want the story that they wrote to change.
But if you're dead set on changing the story, why would you have people writing the story that are not fucking writers?
I mean, yeah, I can see maybe not getting those
writers.
Yeah,
but what I don't get is...
have some sort of person that knows how to write a story in the room.
The biggest thing about that to me is, why are you learning about the story months before the game's supposed to come out, when this game was in hardcore development since Halo Reach 2010?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? You should know the story like a year into development. I would imagine that's how it would go, not just a couple months.
Well, yeah,
that's the ridiculous part to me. I'm like, what the fucking shit, man? That's just crazy to me. Yeah.
I agree with both those things. It's it's sad, but with this detail, with these details of the development cycle coming out, it kind of makes you go, whoa. Because gameplay-wise, Destiny is a very, very solid game, and they made it in a year.
That's what they focused on because they had to rewrite the dialogue, rewrite the story, and they said we have to get this game perfect, gameplay wise. And I'd say they pretty much did.
But the fact
that was
they
their
even
focus.
got what they did in a year is mind-boggling. Like even some of the stuff like with like even like it's just wow.
I mean, it doesn't let us sit here and excuse Bungie for how Destiny was because
makes me they
should have had their shit together. But at the same time, it just puts into good perspective of like wow. And then they cranked the Taken King out that fast, and the Taken King's actually really good. That just kind of makes me excited for the future of Destiny because now they have High Moon Studios and helping them out. So now there's Bungie, which is like 500 people plus High Moon Studios, should be some really quality shit moving forward. I would imagine.
This also brings up the whole thing because Destiny just had microtransactions brought in about one of the things that they were going on about. It's also in this article about their production schedule, which is like, like you said, they're constantly cranking something out. So then, one of the rumors floating around is that with the microtransactions, that's so that, they might not have to make big, they might still do one big expansion, but they might not do like
paid smaller DLCs.
Expansions. Like, I would be cool if I would be all for buying a lot of microtransactions if
I knew that's what my money was going toward.
Right around like you get quest lines every once in a while, and then right around March you get something about the size of Dark Below. I'd be fine with that. Like at that point,
well, that's apparently according to this article. That's what Bungie did. They had to go to Activision and say we cannot do these expansions and DLCs. We should sell microtransactions so we can give people free content that pays for the fucking money that you would make off of selling DLCs because
and you can honestly make a lot more money off of microtransactions than you could DLC.
Probably.
So
that's interesting there, definitely.
Like you said, I'm excited because of this to where Bungie is going to go, but it also pisses me off that Bungie was working on this for so long, and somehow the upper echelon had no clue what the fuck was going on.
Yeah,
now, granted, if you're spending this much money,
there.
if your company is spending this much money reportedly on a project, you would think the higher ups would want to know exactly what the fuck is going on with that project.
Also, that $500 million is for 10 years.
Yeah,
that's all of Destiny. That's not Destiny 1. People
but even still,
blow that out of proportion.
Yeah.
But I agree with you.
One of the things that is actually interesting about with the fact that the story came out is that all the lore is
pretty much
still the same as it was before.
Yeah.
Like
it's just we had no idea what any of the fucking lore was in vanilla Destiny.
Like some of it's cool. Like I think in the Grimoire card for Varix, they talk about how supposedly the Fallen and the Traveler were once on the same side, and that's why the Fallen are trying to kill the Travelers because so it's like this shit's
and also
cool.
like I like so much I like Cade Six's personality. I think it fits. The personality gave him in Taken King in a way. Like that was supposed to be Marsov's brother. Fits Cade Six, and I think it fits him perfectly, especially with Nathan Fillion as his voice actor.
Yeah, I'm sure too. It's not an uncommon thing for games to change development towards the end. But it's just this one just changed so fucking drastically. Also, the order that you went to the planets was completely different, and also the director was not there. Like that's something that was an after the fact thing because you just went about the whole game completely differently. It's an interesting article. Everybody should go if you're interested in Destiny. Go to Kotaku. And watch it. It's called read it. It's called "The Messy Truth Behind Destiny" or something like that.
The article up too. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. A lot of cool
very,
stuff.
very, very interesting. So yeah,
if it would load, I think it's like the messy true story behind Destiny's development or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The messy true story behind the making of Destiny.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just done that.
Anyways, public service announcement. Game of Thrones, the game ends November 17th. Last episode is out.
I gave up on that one. I don't know if I'm going to play that one. I mean, maybe
I'll play it because I already bought it and I want a platinum trophy.
Just for the platinum, but I don't know. I haven't dropped to play Tales from the Borderlands, but I'm just like...
Buy Tales from the Borderlands.
I need to get Season's Pass.
I need to get Season's
The
Pass.
little bit that I played of the final episode, it's fucking insane. There's so many good moments.
I just haven't started it yet.
Yeah. Tales from the Borderlands is probably one of the best things that Telltale has done. I'd probably go like Walking Dead Season 1, Wolf Among Us, and it's kind of a toss-up between Tales from the Borderlands and Walking Dead Season 2 to me. They're both really good. Game of Thrones last.
Yeah.
Minecraft Story Mode's, I think, out.
Yeah. First episode.
Looks weird. Looks
Maybe.
really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want
I heard
more.
it's alright.
I want more Wolf Among Us though. I feel
Me
like
too.
there's like they left that so open for more.
I want Telltale to work on, make the whole fucking game and put an episode out every week, and then boom, you're done. Stop just cranking shit out for the sake of making money and cranking shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be making a game based off of some type of Marvel property in 2017. It's like, fucking Christ.
Just focus on what you got right now.
Yeah, I mean, people so badly want a second season of The Wolf Among Us, and because it ended on a cliffhanger, big ass cliffhanger, and then people want a third season of The Walking Dead. Do that. Calm the fuck down, homie. But I honestly think, and it would be the biggest moneymaker for them. I believe that we will eventually see a Star Wars Telltale.
Oh, God. Yeah, you're probably right. You're right. It's going to happen.
They are going to hop on that fucking train. They're probably talking.
They'll probably base it off of that fucking Rebels.
They'll
or whatever.
fucking announce it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Calling it. They'll be like, it's going to happen. It's going to come out in like 2020.
Now, granted, like the Star Wars universe is more suited for a Telltale like game than I would say Game of Thrones, or I mean certainly not fucking Minecraft, but
But Minecraft is completely sandbox. It can be whatever you want it to be.
but that's the problem. Like Minecraft is completely sandbox. There is no story. So how are you like making a story where there's nothing?
Open creativity.
Yeah,
No restrictions.
I don't know.
They fucking apparently in Minecraft story mode, it happens after somebody kills the Ender Dragon. So the story that you already kind of know about Minecraft already happened, and now there's another story. I'm so meta, bro.
If they do because with the Tales from the Borderlands and now the first episode of Game of Thrones is free because the last episode's coming out. If they do that with Minecraft, I'll play the first episode if it's free, and if I dig it, maybe. But I'd probably be doing it to get trophies.
What are
Frank.
Do they have any of the? Because like I said, I've only played the first episode of Tales from the Borderlands. Do they have like the trophies that are like in the Wolf Among Us, where it's like you kind of have to make certain decisions? No.
If you beat the game, you get a platinum.
I almost kind of like that better a little bit with Wolf Among Us, where it's like you kind of have to explore the world
A little
more,
more,
and you have to mess with your choices to get that platinum.
Which I need to. I mean, I already played through the story once. I just need to finish it up on the PlayStation 4.
I platinumed the shit out of that game.
Yeah, I platinum it on PS3. I'm probably gonna fall behind Frank on platinums
You can't
because he platinumed Tales from the Borderlands and Life is Strange, so he's up to 8. I'm at 6, but now he's gonna do all 3 Uncharted's.
And he's gonna do them all. Like
Yeah, so he'll probably be up to like 11, then Game of Thrones 12. Then knowing him, he's gonna do Fallout New Vegas. He already got the hardest trophy in it. I'm like, fuck, he's gonna kick my ass.
If I get it eventually, I'll probably platinum Syndicate. I mean, I think I'm going to get Syndicate. I could probably platinum...
There's a lot of games I could platinum.
Yeah.
I just need to find time like Skyrim. Skyrim's super fucking easy.
I want to platinum Shadow of Mordor. I still need to play the DLC of that game too. So
And I got to platinum Infamous, because that one's easy.
that one is fucking easy.
I just gotta do my evil playthrough on Infamous yet.
The only thing that's hard
I gotta
about
beat it on
Infamous is beating it on Expert, and then maybe... which is not that bad anyway. I honestly found the final fight easier on Expert than it was normal.
Wow.
And then the one for using 3 different damage types on the enemy. That one's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Other than that, It's easy.
Yeah.
The Uncharted games are easy. You just gotta beat it on crushing.
Good luck with that.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
if you try,
don't fuck up.
Yeah.
Just game for the head, always.
Yeah.
And don't pop the fuck out. See, I need to slow down sometimes when I play. That's the only reason why I die. A lot is because I'm like, oh fuck, fuck, I gotta move. Oh no, and then they shoot me, and I'm like, shit.
Me
Whereas,
too.
and it sucks that like half the cover in that game is blow up a bullet. It's like fuck. Now I have to move, and then I can't stop moving, and then I'm fucked.
Yeah. Uncharted's fun.
You need to beat the first one so I can play more of it.
I started 2, and the difference between 1 and 2 is fucking mind blowing. Feels so much better. Yeah. Video games are out right now, and you can purchase them. You can walk into a store and buy them,
Or go into the Xbox Live Marketplace or the PlayStation Store
or the Nintendo eShop or Steam.
and buy them.
Yeah.
You can spend your hard-earned dollars on them.
But
But
what if your money isn't hard earned? What if someone just gave it to you? Then it's easier.
What if also it's not hard? It's digital money.
Regardless, you can spend your actual physical or digital dollars on these games.
Or you can borrow money using a credit card.
And
Still
then pay
digital
back
dollars.
later. Okay. But it's not your digital dollars at that point.
Technically, it will eventually be your digital dollars.
Okay. Alright.
For a little while, it's like a free fucking game.
Until the end of the month, it's like, I got a free fucking game.
And then they give you a bill, and then you're like, oh, it's not free anymore.
Nope.
Dragon Ball Z Extreme Budokan for the 3DS.
Okay.
I'm probably going to get rid of Xenoverse. I don't know. I have no drive to play and I haven't been.
Yeah, I have no drive to play Xenoverse anymore.
Yeah.
Gravity Falls Legends of the Gnome Gemulets 3DS.
What the fuck is it?
I have no clue. Guitar Hero Live for Xbox One, 360, PS4, PS3, and Wii U.
The game's getting good reviews. I'm actually almost kind of surprised.
It's getting alright reviews. Both Rock Band and Guitar Hero Live seem pretty cool this year. So, that's cool. Just Dance 2016 is out on every system, including the Wii.
Like
The original Wii.
The Wii.
Jesus Christ. Alright. They'll probably sell more on the Wii anyway.
Yeah.
Probably. Life is Strange, Episode 5. Life is Strange is over. Oregon Trail Complete Edition for PS4 and Vita.
So we can all die of dysentery.
Can we please all get that game and do like a Let's Play?
It's not Oregon Trail. It's Oregon.
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 Man. Fine. I want like an Oregon Trail game, like the old school one where you die of dysentery for no apparent reason every 5 minutes.
Primal Carnage Extinction for PS4.
Isn't that one of those dinosaur games?
Probably. That's the new thing. Dino games.
Dino. There's like 5 coming out.
I know. Pulse for PC. Original title. Rebel Galaxy for PC. Is it related to Star Wars?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm a rebel.
Sword Coast Legends for PC. Tales of Zestiria for PS4, PS3, and PC. Get your JRPG going. Tales from the Borderlands Episode 5, The Vault of the Traveler. No, it is not related to Destiny.
Is the vault made out of glass?
Fuck off.
Woo! Yeah.
Alright, Keith might have gotten his crown back this week.
Yeah.
What was the joke that I made when we were playing Halo? I made an actual decent one when we played fucking Halo. Fuck, I don't remember. It was a decent one. They actually legitimately thought it was funny, and I'm like, yes! Fuck, whatever. I can make good jokes.
He just
Fuck you
chooses
guys.
not to.
It was a forgettable joke.
Ah, fuck off. You laughed. You laughed hard for it.
I laughed because it was awful. Like usual.
Fuck off. I don't believe you.
Fatal Frame, Maiden of the Black Water for Wii U.
Oh, new Fatal Frame.
The 5th one.
Oh, yeah.
Slender, The Arrival on Wii U.
Slendy!
Assassin's Creed Syndicate on Xbox One and PS4.
Surprisingly getting good reviews.
Yeah. Apparently the most Assassin's Creed experience in a long time.
Yep.
Some people are saying it's the best one since Brotherhood.
I've seen the combat system. The combat looks fun.
Yeah, it
it's really
does look
fast-paced. It's like, bah, 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 bah.
Yeah.
And then you fucking like break people's arms and smash their heads in. It's a lot more gritty than a lot of older Assassin's Creeds have been.
That's cool though. Like they're going back to that old Assassin's Creed feel.
Yeah. Apparently, you can switch between both Jacob and Evie whenever too, and they completely refined the upgrade system, and it seems cool. Like in Unity, it was really fucked up because you had Creed marks and
points.
assassin points and all kinds of bullshit.
Helix
It's
points.
now
Yeah.
simple. It's cool.
I saw one of the achievements or trophies in that game it's called I think it's called What Are You Doing? And it's where you flip 5 carriages by killing the horse. I'm like,
All right.
that'll be the first thing I do.
Yeah.
Wah, throwing knife.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I'm not picking this game up right away, but I am excited to play it. I'm glad it's pretty good.
That's one of those Black Friday games. Like
Yeah, it might be a
Metal
Black
Gear.
Friday game.
Yeah. Also, I was thinking the other day, like, it's cool that this game is straight up single player and gets back to Assassin's Creed how it used to be. No multiplayer.
No co-op.
But 2-player co-op. One's Jacob, one's Evie. That just makes sense.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
not 4-player, because that might be a little bit just too taxing on servers and the system and everything, and just too hard to get to run.
I hope
2-player co-op could be... I'm sure they could get it to work, because they also kind of... Unity was a remarkably beautiful game.
Yes.
And apparently they toned it down a little bit for this, probably to get a little bit better frame rate. They also toned down the crowd as
Like,
well.
I just hope
Which is
that
good.
I want them to try co-op again with like the next one. I
Yeah,
want them to try.
just like 2-player co-op. That's all that I want them to try. And if 2-player co-op doesn't work, then fuck it. Keep it a single-player game.
I mean, the 4-player experiences I had with Unity, they weren't bad. It was the fact that you were kind of restricted to like a mission structure, really, and you were kind of tethered together.
Yeah.
Ish.
I mean, it was really cool, like, running around and doing stuff together. I was like, man, this
Yeah,
is
like
cool.
the 4 of us running around was great. It was fun.
But the problem was that it never fucking worked. You could never connect to me. You guys could never connect to me.
I can only connect
I
to
couldn't
him.
connect to you. No one could connect to you, but we can only connect to you.
It was weird.
Like, what the fuck?
Like it'd be, I would honestly like it. Like if this game is set up perfectly, you could do the whole story. You know,
Yeah,
two-player co-op.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm just glad it's good, and I also feel it in my balls that Assassin's Creed is going to go to Japan next year. That is my prediction. It's going to happen.
I need to get Rogue. I want to do that here soon. But
I
first
have Rogue.
First, I
I'm
need
sorry.
to get a PS3.
I also need to, because I started like playing through the whole franchise again, like last year, and I played through 2 in Brotherhood and half of Revelation, so I need to get back. Revelation sucks. I'm sorry. It's just not fun. It's just so...
The story's okay, but
It's so like
Yeah.
nothing is new.
Yeah, that was the one problem.
And
had with
I don't
Revelations.
like Constantinople. I don't like the mission design. I don't like that tower defense shit. Yeah. And I really want to replay 3 again.
3's good.
I just... Yeah. I just want to replay 3 just to be like... Because when I played it, I liked it a lot.
And then you kind of sour.
And then it
after a
just
while.
kind of
Yeah.
was like... I thought about more and I'm like, I did not... It was okay. There were some cool story moments, but Connor sucks.
Connor kind of was like the least interesting character
Yeah.
in the series.
Like, the Frontier was kind of neat.
But it, like, I don't know, it
climbed
lost
trees.
the verticality. It didn't
Yeah.
have the verticality.
You were an
anymore.
assassin for like 4 chapters. That kind of sucked. It was alright. That's why I want to replay it again. The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes for 3DS. We'll play that later. And Warhammer End Times Vermintide for PC.
Warhammer.
There you go. Music. You can listen to this music. Born of Osiris with Soul Sphere. It's actually not that bad. I'm surprised.
You'll never take my soul.
Yeah. Correction House. Know how to carry a whip.
I like that.
They're from North Carolina.
Learn correction house. I know to carry a whip. Well, at least we know how they're doing the corrections.
Yeah. Yep. Earthside, A Dream in Static, Symphonic Progressive. I listened to these guys earlier. They're alright. I mean, it was alright. The Ocean and Mono did a split called Transcendental. You can listen to that.
Like the disease? Or mono, the disease? Or
Maybe. I don't know. I never heard of them. Killing Joke with Pylon. There you go.
Oh god, that was dumb. I'm sorry.
Shining with International Black Jazz Society. They are avant-garde / black jazz, whatever black jazz is.
It's like improvisational black metal. I don't fucking know. I
That-
pulled that
yeah.
in my ass.
Or is it like that black jazz guy on the bass? You know what I mean? That's just fucking rock.
That's funk. I'm sorry.
Vol with Deeper Than Sky. There you go. Ambrian Dawn with Innuendo. Power metal.
You think
Atenna.
I know you
Yeah.
are. That's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
That Bloodhound Gang song.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking of.
Oh.
I heard Angry and Dong, and so I was chuckling at that.
Oh, okay.
Atenna with Shades of Black Won't Bring Her Back. Death metal.
Atenna.
Sounds like a pussy fucking album name for a death metal band.
Yeah.
Just sad. Billy Morrison with God-Shaped Hole. Hard rock. Broken Teeth with Bulldozer. Hardcore. Cane Hill with Cane Hill EP on their new metal. Curse of the North with Curse of the North 1. Thrash. That sounds pretty badass.
Yeah.
And Shine with Singularity. This band's fucking rad. Melodic death metal.
Mellow Death.
Yeah. Failure Anthem with First Word Problems. They're post-grunge. Whatever.
So it's like
Is it-
Creed.
Yeah.
No.
Like Moths to Flames with the dying things we live for.
Damn it.
God, that band needs to go away.
Stop.
Ooh, Shreddy Krueger with Deeper Darker. Post-hardcore.
I have to look them up. I have to look them up now.
Suicide Silence with the Sacred Words EP. I did not know. We were just saying how they're not doing anything. Then they put out an EP.
What?
You learn something.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Yeah. That's it.
Everybody go.
Fuck the rest.
Everybody go listen to the dubstep version of that song because it's fucking fun. Spooky, scary.
All right. We're doing it now. We're
Doing it now.
We're doing it live.
It's the Weekly Breakdown. Thanks for watching, and see you later.